we mentioned Brian Kelly. Moving on to Notre Dame, who opted out after being the first team out of the playoff. I was about to say snubbed, which I don't believe they were snubbed. But yes, being the first team out of the playoff, opts out of the bowl entirely. Kind of crossing the Rubicon in terms of like setting a precedent now that teams are just not going to play meaningless bowl games, which on some level I kind of agree with because bowl games, there's too many of them. They're soulless corporate events that I kind of despise on some level, but
The
it is them being a little bitch too. Like,
the soulless corporate bowl games are the ones that have like 6-6 teams, right? Like I want to see college football being played amongst top 25 teams in December. Like
true.
what else am I gonna do on a Tuesday afternoon when it's December 23rd and I'm not at work? Like but yeah, fuck Notre Dame. I have to retract some stuff that I said last weekend about how I felt for Notre Dame fans because they had been getting told all year that they were in and then they get the rug pulled at the last second. No, fuck you. The way you reacted within 2 hours of me saying that completely changes everything I feel about it. You went on a like 5 day long press tour of filling your diaper publicly. Like, what the fuck was that?
Again, adults in the room, their AD was like leading the charge on that tour. And it's so bad. Brett Yormark, the Big 12 commissioner, went on the record. There's a voice recording of him saying, like, oh, his behavior's been egregious. And I'd tell him that if he was in the room. What?
Here's
Hell
the
yeah.
The
thing.
men in suits should not be fighting in front of me. That's crazy.
Here's the thing though. He's being rewarded for it. They've now announced a rule, which is that if Notre Dame specifically is in the top 12 in the rankings, they have an auto bid into the
Why,
playoff now.
why the fuck do we give Notre Dame all this special treatment? Like of the CFP like board committee, whatever the fuck, where it's the 10 conference commissioners and Notre Dame's athletic director. There's no other school who has a single like representative on there. And this is exactly how Notre Dame gets all this preferential treatment. Like, what do you mean you have a special like exception where you over every other team get just rewarded for playing three Power Five schools and a G5 schedule? Like, what?
Yeah, if they are in the top 12, they have an auto bid. And also, on top of that, when Notre Dame makes the playoff, they get the entire conference payout just to them. When another team makes it, like when an SEC team, for example, makes it, they split it among the conference. But when Notre Dame makes it now, they get the entire payout. So, I mean, it's an insane amount of money. And it's
Yeah.
not even just an exception for any team that's not in a conference. It is them specifically gets this exception. So at this point, I'm like, okay, listen, first of all, you got the team that made it over you, you directly lost to. Like, you cannot be that upset about this. I
Right.
understand the whole pot, like, you were ranked ahead of them and then nothing happened and then you were ranked behind them, but you should have never been ahead of them. Okay.
Yes.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, like, now they will never book a big game. They literally will never do it because they just have to be undefeated. So just play random bumfuck schools that want to play on NBC and you're in.
The thing that I don't understand is like, hey, Notre Dame, you could have also lost to Miami and still made the playoff. You just had to beat Texas A&M. You played two good teams all year. You go 1-1, like you're fine. You're golden. I don't get. I, it's just
Yeah.
it's cowardice top to bottom, and like I kind of hope that the reports about other conferences threatening to freeze Notre Dame out of future schedules, I kind of hope they do that. Like, fuck Notre Dame, dude. If this is how you're gonna act, you shouldn't get that. Now, granted, that would suck because I'm really excited for Auburn to play Notre Dame in 27 and 28. I want to go to South Bend, and now I have an excuse. But like, Fuck Notre Dame, dude. I can't get over it. And also the amount of indignation that they're putting towards the ACC for not like lobbying for Notre Dame to be in over an ACC member is crazy. You're not in the fucking conference. Like, why would they lobby for you? If you want that sort of like, if you want the media arm of a football conference to prop you up, which also doesn't even matter. There's no way the committee is influenced by that type of shit. But like join a fucking conference and you can get that benefit, but you don't get it with with this weird like half-ass relationship you have with the ACC. Of course they're gonna try to politic for their school. Like which again, you lost to this year.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, Josh. What were you gonna say?
The final thing for Notre Dame specifically, opting out of the bowl game they did, is that they're opting out of the Pop Tarts Bowl, one of the more fun bowls. Uh, but not only that, I know for a fact in 2019, Iowa State played against Notre Dame for the first time ever in that same stadium. Nothing has changed. They missed the playoffs and played a bowl game. The only difference is they're mad this time. Like they're not better than anything. Like when they were going what 8-4 with Chip Kelly, they weren't better than anybody. They were still Notre Dame at the time. In fact, they were closer to being Notre Dame than they. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's just how can you reward somebody for being a baby? And I mean, yeah, I don't
They
know,
have
whatever.
NBC.
I'm
That's
not
the answer.
that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
struggling to put my points together. I'm just so baffled that you
yeah.
can be in a situation where okay, there's no adults in the room, so it is who poops their diaper the hardest that will get rewarded because adults don't have that type of competition.
For the record, I'm not upset about them opting out of this bowl game because I'm like, fuck these It's called the Pop Tarts Bowl. This is an embarrassing corporate creation that I don't care if it's a good bowl game. I fucking hate it. And also, the bowl system existed when there was not a formalized postseason thing. I am fully on board with the idea to just get rid of the entire bowl system entirely. This thing, I loved it, but you killed it. It's dead. Let's just accept it and move on. It's a zombie creation that does not need to exist anymore. Okay. We have a playoff system now. It used to be that you didn't have a playoff system. You would just go to the bowl games you went to, and that's why they existed. And there was like 10 of them. Now there's 400 of them, and we have a yeah, I'm fine with it. The players aren't even playing in the bowl games anymore. We're not even seeing the starters. We're seeing like a preseason game for next year. It sucks. Like I'm totally down with getting rid of it.
Boo.
It's
Boo.
just out.
I
It's just I didn't like it. I don't like the new world, but we're in the new world now, so we have to move on.
I agree with you that I don't really care about Notre Dame opting out of this particular bowl game, but like, come on, bowls are great. It's more college football. Like, we
I
get college
agree, but
football after the
we
season ends. Come on.
I agree, but the players don't even play in them. No one gives a
Yeah,
shit.
it's a
The
preview.
stadiums are
It rocks.
empty, and we don't even we have a postseason now. Like
We get to
I
see a
didn't.
Pop-Tart get ritualistically sacrificed. How is that not
I
cool?
will not fucking fall for that advertising trick. I hate that our stadiums don't even have names anymore. Okay, it's Ford Field or whatever. Anyway, whatever. My point has been made.
I do want to say there is 15 or so extra practices after the season where like preseason type stuff happens where guys get to assert themselves and figure out like, oh, I shouldn't play here next year. I'm fucked. Like that's good to know. And now once we take away bowl games like as a concept, not that even that's on the table, but if we were to, it's still like, oh, well, how are we going to find the next walk on that can earn a scholarship by playing well in a bowl game because he had a really strong end of the year? I mean, I know it sounds crazy now that I've said it aloud, but
Well,
It's
Here's
no,
a
the thing.
valid course.
that's actually another reason that I'm a little bit surprised Notre Dame did this because you always hear coaches going on about how important those 15 extra practices are. I mean,
I know, but now it's the transfer portal. Like everyone's sitting
right.
out. Like, there's just this thing doesn't work anymore. Listen, I liked bowl games. To be clear, it's just we shot them in the face 15 times, and we're acting like they're still around. It's dead. I don't like that they're dead, but it's dead. We just have to move on. Iowa State, Kansas State, a bunch of other schools are opting out of bowl games now, and they didn't even get snubbed from the playoffs. Like, there's nothing. Everyone's just done with this. Like,
Iowa State can't field a team. Kansas State got a new coach. All the
yeah,
coaches
but
are
they used to
leaving.
play anyway, even despite all that. They used to still do it. Like,
I guess.
it's just, it's dead. Like, that's all. You know what? All right, we could. You know what? Speaking of Iowa State, we were about to talk. This was the next topic.